Have you ever been sitting with a friend while they talk about their pension, their savings, their social security, and how they are all set for the long term? Man, I hear that and I think, I wish. Then I immediately start wondering, how am I going to make it work for myself? That creates so much pressure to have your own future completely mapped out. But when you are starting over after 50, looking too far ahead does not bring clarity. It just takes your focus away from the progress you are making right now. Thinking about tomorrow should not feel like carrying a heavy weight.
I know that feeling well. When I was starting out with practically nothing, I realized I could not compare my rebuild to someone else's life. I simply stayed focused on my core values and my own vision. When you put all your energy into establishing a new foundation, looking too far down the road can feel overwhelming. Today, we're going to show you how to keep building on your current progress so the vision you wrote down in your last video becomes your everyday reality. Welcome to Rebuild with Clarity. We help those over 50 rebuild after life's hardest moments. We share the actual strategies we use to start over from the ground up.
Let's talk about how you actually bring your vision to life. When people discuss long term planning, they usually focus on distant financial targets, career goals, or retirement. Trying to measure up to those traditional standards caused us nothing but stress. We learned that a successful future is not tied to an arbitrary timeline. It's simply about funding and maintaining the joy and health you are putting into place right now.
In our last video, we talked about my True North method. We focused on your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength. Think of your response to those four elements as your core values. They help you plan your everyday life and your future based on what really matters to you. Reaching your vision does not mean creating a complicated new system. It simply means letting those values guide your decision as you move forward.
Living out those core values is how you create real momentum. You already know what direction you want to go. You are simply taking the activities that bring you joy now and looking at your routine to make sure it continues to align with your vision for the future.
Let's look how that growth happens in real life. When I started my rebuild by focusing on my core values, my days naturally became more joyful. I joined a hiking group and I made great friends. I even trained with Team in Training to ride my bike around Lake Tahoe, and I did that to raise funds for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Not only did that build my physical strength, but it helped me develop much deeper connections and to give back to others. At the same time, I applied what I was learning from books that I like to read to help with my recovery, discover my career path, and step into my true purpose. I finally had real hope for a brighter future. Fast forward today, and I'm hiking, cycling, camping, boating, downhill skiing, well, at least I'm trying to downhill ski, while building wonderful new friendships here in the Inland Pacific Northwest.
Listening to Donna's story shows what happens when you let your values guide you. The beauty of this framework is that your future is built around the specific things that matter to you. When I first got sober, my daily action for my peace and strength was just taking our dog for walks. That was it. As I kept doing it, that small action turned into becoming a cycling coach for the Team in Training group Donna just mentioned. For my mind, I started by simply attending AA meetings. Then I stepped up to be a mentor, and now my focus is actively helping others in addiction recovery.
When your long-term vision is guided by your true north, you can reach it by doing the simple things that you're doing right now. As an example, if your focus is on for your heart is having coffee with a friend once a week, eventually that might turn into taking an annual trip with a supportive friend group. You do not need to have a massive plan. You're simply letting your daily actions build your future.
While looking ahead for a better future is exciting, it is helpful to be realistic. A long-term vision works if you keep your daily structure strong. That is where routine maintenance comes in. It's very easy to get comfortable as time goes on and let your daily guardrails slip.
Yeah, people start feeling better, so they stop doing the very things that help them heal in the first place. When you're rebuilding, it's important to remember your values.
Those daily actions are what keep me on track. For me, reaching that long-term vision means focusing on my daily routine. I make it a priority to maintain my sobriety. I stay involved with my bicycle club to keep my physical fitness up and help others, and I focus on being a reliable husband. Reaching your vision is about maintaining a routine based on what matters most to you. This is a structure we will help you develop at Rebuild with Clarity.
Yeah, developing that routine is just the first step. To keep your momentum moving forward, you need to protect it. Part of protecting that daily routine is choosing who you want to share your time with. As you continue with your rebuild, protecting your inner peace is essential. Reaching your future vision means surrounding yourself with people who truly support your continued growth in a positive way.
Establishing firm boundaries is how you maintain that peace. While you might not be able to choose every coworker or family member you see, you can control how much of your energy you give them. You are building a life designed around your peace, and it is completely acceptable to say no to things that pull you away from your progress.
Building your future takes a balance of practical planning and personal growth. Inside the estate experience, Terry helps with the financial planning, incorporating his comprehensive ledger to secure your financial future. Meanwhile, I'll guide you through the inner peace anchor, showing you how to establish firm boundaries, manage daily stress, and build a lifestyle with a rhythm that brings you joy.
We designed the estate experience specifically to help you move beyond daily survival and start planning your next chapter. It provides a clear, step-by-step framework to transition into intentional planning through our two vital anchors, financial freedom and inner peace. You can find the link for that in the comments below. When you're ready to look closer at the financial side of your rebuild, watch our video on the financial strategies we use to secure our future. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.